a helping hand. I like the way sort of a, you know, descend down into the first person perspective. It's pretty cool. Right. There you go.
So, you're the rookie they've given me the task of showing around. Well, in my view, there's no better way to learn than on the job, so you can take the engineer's seat for this run.
Excellent. Could you imagine if there was a scenario like, nah, you're not going to sit in the engineer's seat, you're just going to sit there and watch for half an hour? Well, fine. Right. Bit more laggy here because there's that train moving. There's that one there with a lot of freight cars, and this one coming in, which is massively long. So, you know, it's a bit laggier in this location, and I'm streaming and recording, so you can imagine what my computer's currently going through.
Before we reach the end of the yard, I'll contact the dispatcher for permission to head out to Hindman.
Right, cool.
Set the locomotive up and we'll get going when you're ready.
Set it up. That one, yep. And that one. Forwards, brakes off, and there we go.
This is X551 requesting a track warrant from Cumberland Terminal to Hindman. Over.
X551, subject to signal indications. Proceed from Cumberland Terminal as far as Cumberland Station. Wait there for eastbound Q116 to pass. Then proceed to Hindman. Over.
I think we know what we're doing now.
X551, subject to signal indications, proceeding from Cumberland Terminal to Cumberland Station. Await passage of eastbound Q116, then proceed to Hindman. Out.
Nice. Right, independent brake 2 release. That's it. And we're good to go. Nice. So yeah, I have driven this scenario already, but I thought, you know, why not? Let's drive it again. Right. Get up to 15. Lovely. Now that we're on our way, the frame rates are a bit better, actually. Well, a bit better. They're better when you don't look at the FPS counter, let's put it that way. I can barely notice any difference at the moment. So yeah, they're in a busy area at the moment, so I've got 18. Oh, just went into 20. You see, obviously I am recording and streaming at the same time as playing, so yeah, everything's taken a hit. And it's more, because it's a simulation, it's more CPU based than GPU. I mean, you know, as freight trains roll past, you're talking about 100 cars that are all fully interactive. So, yeah, there is a lot going on. A lot of people, I've seen a lot of people compare it to GTA 5. Yeah, but GTA 5 doesn't have to simulate anything, you know? It's just, you know, a game with lots of graphics, essentially. It's a graphic-based game with no actual accurate physics simulation. There's a lot more A to B sort of stuff, you know. Just push the accelerator and go. This is very different. Very different kind of game. Right. Because I've only got one PC, I don't have two, so, you know. I don't have a streaming PC, that's why. I don't have one. Simple as. Right. So even though it says it takes about an hour on the main menu, it takes about 45 minutes. So the timing could be a bit, you know, on the main menu could be a bit different, but, you know, it's fine. Right. That's it. Lovely. I do love the detail, though. And it's very cool. You're watching this in KFC. Wow. God, now I want a KFC. Damn it. Right. Up to 15. I like how the speed limit's done on this thing, where it's just a little indication on the speedometer. It is cool. Ooh, zinger. When I've had one, I've had 2 zinger meals, and wow. Yeah, that was an experience. Right. Game seems to always have a bit of a stutter there. That's fine. Right. Yeah, I was born in 978. Yes, I'm actually older than Wolverine. Right. So a throttle setting that keeps you at 15 would be nice, but no. It's 10, and then I don't know what notch 2 keeps you at, but it's not 15. It's good though, it means you don't have to just, you know, press and forget. You actually got to pay attention. Right. There's another train coming. Here comes Q116. That's it. Actually reflected. That's so cool. That is very cool. Again, these sort of reflections won't help with performance either, but it's, you know, it's fine. It looks pretty. It'll only get better. Computers will only get better as well, so, you know. I don't think there's a speed set in this loco. No, it's quite the SD40s are quite old, so I doubt this thing has a speed set. I know they do, but it's a slow speed set. You can only set it up to like 5 miles an hour or something. So speeding slightly. I'm glad there's no massive penalties for speeding. You don't lose points or anything. You seem to only ever gain points, which is good. I'm glad they've reworked that. Right, nearly there. Ever so nearly there. I got to 15. Nice. We'll be up to speed shortly. We've just got to get out of Cumberland. Ah, gotta love thumpers. Thumpers are great. I wonder how long it'll take to see a thumper in this game. Gradient increased, messing with my acceleration. Alright. Come on. That's it. Nice. Now I'm going way too slowly. Complete opposite of what happened in the video. That's it. Got her a good time as well. I was thinking there's no sort of timetable thing either. There's no, like, you know, late and don't get as many points as far as I can tell. Alright, so wait for the rest of the train to pass and then we can
It's a busy place, Cumberland Terminal. You gotta be aware of the hazards at all times. So be sure to take the time to learn the layout. A few duties, you'll get used to the place. Lots to see and always lots to do. A lot has changed during my time on the Keystone subdivision. New highways, houses as far as the eye can see. Used to be nothing but forest and freight.
Oh, I was enjoying that.
551.
I was enjoying that.
Signal indications proceeding to Hindman. Out.
Hadn't heard that yet. It's cool they've added that in though. So if I went really quickly, I'd hear all of that. Are we not going to get any permission from the lady? Okay. That was interesting. The text sort of overwrote itself. We didn't get the permission text. We got him talking instead. Interesting. That's clearly what happens when you get there. Right, well we can just go then. Right. I've actually released the independent brake. That's it. It is a good voice actor, yeah. Good job and stuff. Right. Back up to 15. Crossing. I should be doing some sort of bells over that and stuff. I don't care. Not that into the realism at the moment. Just want to enjoy the journey. That's one thing you can do with service mode as well. You can just enjoy the journey, but you don't have to actually drive. You can just let the AI drive. That's fun. I like that. That's it. 15 again. Speed limit's nearly approaching us. Nice. Yeah, it's implied that this guy's the guy who's talking to you. Right. $25. 0812 service is cancelled at the moment because all the fleet that can do it is currently in the workshop. So you know, it's currently being reliveried. That's it. Gradient's making this accelerate up to 20 anyway. That's it. I'll just coast up to 25. I'm so glad there's no consequence for speeding. I mean, it means I'm more in my comfort zone, you know. I could just speed, don't have to worry about it too much. That's great. Of course, if I did accelerate notch 8 all the way, I would eventually derail. Because trains do that. So that's fun. Alright, gradient's kicked in. No longer can make 25 by accelerate by just coasting along. Notch 3. Hopefully notch 3 will do it. Yeah, we're going back up. Nice. See, I can do professional things when I'm paying attention, and that there's two things: paying attention and talking. They're not. I can't do both at the same time. So That's why I'm being quiet, because I'm enjoying the journey. I should just do videos of service mode. I just don't talk, just sit in the cab. That'd be fun. I do want to explore the map. I mean, there's one thing I want to do. I won't say what it is. You might be able to guess what it is, but I won't say what it is. But it's just something I want to do. It'd be fun in its own strange way. That's all I shall say. That's all I shall say for now. Indeed, Waypoint. You're going to talk about the Narrows now, aren't you? Yes, you are.
This is the Cumberland Narrows. It's crazy that just the Wills Creek carved it out. Lucky for us it did, though. Otherwise, it would have added another 10 miles to the line if we had to go around these hills via Crescenttown. Plenty of floods come through here in the fall. Strong enough to wash away road and rail. Although, things have improved over the years, mind. Now the creek runs in a concrete box. But it still breaks free now and again.
I bet it does. I bet it does. Be cool, actually, if you could add that element into it. Like when you're driving in the autumn, every now and then there is the risk of the railway flooding. That would be cool. Speed limit's going to go up to 35 in just over a mile, I suppose. Or it could be anywhere between a mile and 2 miles at the moment, but it's approaching. Look at that. Oh, my camera's interacting with the edge of the world there. Right, I want to take a screenshot, but before we do it, take a screenshot. I need to do one thing. Screenshot quality high. There we go. So now it'll take a long time to render, but I could take nice screenshots. That's fun. Nice, high quality screenshots. So it now renders. There we go. The higher you have your settings up, the longer it takes to do that. Blimey. Actually got some XP for taking a screenshot. That's an incentive. Like I didn't need one in the first place. Right. Look at that. That's cool. Nice. Huge screenshots. Gotta love it. So here comes our 35. It's over 400 yards away. Yeah. You only need to get XP for taking your first screenshot. I wonder if it's XP for taking 100 screenshots. Or 1,000,000 screenshots. I will be there first. Alright, here's our 35 zone. Accelerate once the rear of the train's gone through, which makes perfect sense. That's it. And boom. Boom. There we go. Yeah, you get XP for taking your first screenshot. So that's fun. I've taken screenshots before this, but I made a new profile to stream, so... It counted. It counted. Right. Next notch. That's it. Yes, click the door 5 times. That'd be great, wouldn't it? That'd be great. Spin around on the turntable 5 times. Oh, then go and refuel the locomotive 6 times. Oh, and then go and do this. Then drive the length of the route, turn around, do 1 loop of the thing, and then you get the achievement. So there you go. You see now, my throttle It's taking me past 35. It wants to take me past 35. Would I be able to put it on notch 5 and then put enough independent brake on to keep me at 35, or would that be a naughty? My suspicion would be that's a bad thing to do, but it'd be funny to see if I could. I have no idea if that's my way of holding speed, because at the moment it's just dropping because of the ever so slight gradient, which has just dropped off slightly. I wouldn't say speeding is an achievement, to be perfectly honest. Alright. That's it. Nice. A mile to go until our next speaking time via Ellerslie, something like that. Green signal. American signaling is so complicated. I can't wrap my head around it. Because you got, well, green's easy enough, but because you got green over something, and yellow over something, yellow over green. It's so complicated. I haven't got my head around it yet. Speeding. Over a little bridge. Nice. Might get a nice view from up here, maybe. That is nice. There we go. Alright. Next waypoint approaches. I need to speed up though. Just gone through a 50. Another train hype.
Up ahead, we'll pass through the town of Ellerslie. Not much of note, but this run up from the Narrows to Hindman is our last chance to be sure about the train brakes before beginning the climb to Sandpatch Summit. Coming down can be just as treacherous. After the twists of Glencoe and Fairhope, you'll be glad to see straight at Hindman. Don't get too comfy though. Too much speed and the curve at Corriganville will have you in the dirt in no time.
Alright. Go via Cook Mills, 3 miles. I just wanted to drive it again, you know. Just felt like it. Just felt like taking it in a bit more. Because I was less focused on driving in that one and more focused on flying around to get flyby shots, really, but, you know. It will eventually, Jedden. I've got to sort it all out first. Get it ready to upload. I haven't got around to it yet. I haven't had much time. Been live for over 2 hours now. And what have we achieved? We had some delays to start off with. So technically I've been trying to stream for longer than 2 hours. More like 2.5. Probably nearing 3. But you know. Technical difficulties were fun. Let's get back up to 50. That's it. Nice. I think you'll call that professionalism. What I do like as well is you can, like I said, mentioned in the video, you can turn different areas of the HUD off, which is great. So you can turn that on and off with Control 2, Control 3, Oh, Control 4 turns these on, so you can have them up there as well. There you go. So you could do that, and then do that, and have it like that. That's cool. Interesting to know. Right. 48. 49. And 50. There we go. AC version of the mod mainline. Well, they're dual volt. They're both dual voltage anyway. So, if that's what you're meaning. I'd say this is worth the money if you've got the PC to run it. You'd have to have quite a high-end one, and even so, it's not perfect yet. But it's a very long road. This as you know, this game's in its infancy. If you compare it to something like Train Simulator, which has been around for nearly 10 years now, you know, this has got a long road ahead of it before it's anywhere towards the same sort of scope. But it's definitely promising. Definitely promising. Right. Back up to 50.
You're running great so far. Keep it up.
Thank you. I shall do my best. Gradient's increased slightly, so now notch 6 is keeping us at just below 50. Signal's still green. So this is like literally the easiest scenario. Professionalism. There you go. Let's get fresh air in there. We played all of these breaker switches. Do fuse tests and all sorts. Notice that warning devices is currently flicked off. If I flick that on, the alert would start going off periodically, I think. We don't want that. So we'll leave it off. Right. Mile to go until Wills Creek. After that might be Hyman, I think. Oh, finally hit 50 miles an hour as the gradient decreased slightly. So we're still hitting 50 miles. Can't make its mind up. What's he going to talk about? How much track we share with the Narrows or something? Wills Creek?
You've no doubt noticed we share a lot of trackside with Wills Creek over Sandpatch Grade.
Nailed it.
These hills don't leave much room for the railroad to squeeze past.
Well, it proves I remember what was going on since last time, because I've already driven this. That's fun. Right. Yep, next stop is next location is Hyman, where we then go past the thing, reverse, couple up, and nearly done. 10 minutes to go, I reckon. 3 miles? Yeah. Something like that. Next signal is yellow. Well, in its earliest indication anyway. I think as well, you can also... So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that's 4. 5. Doesn't seem to do anything. 6. I'm pretty sure in the settings there's an option that allows you to see where the signals are, but you can't see what the aspect is. So you have to remember them. So there's that extra level of learn. So you learn it. So you learn. So you can start easy, know where the signals are and what colour they are. Then once you've learnt the signalling system, you can then drop what colours they are, and then once you know the route, you can drop it all completely. So you've got to know where the signals are and what they are. It's pretty cool. Nice. And say if you drop the HUD completely, you've got to learn everything. You've got to learn all the dials. But the big thing about this over the original train sim is you can actually read the dials. You can actually read what the dials are saying a lot easier. Another freight train. Nice. Is that what you call a manifest, where it's just loads of different trains? I think so. I didn't see what that signal was, but I think it was reduced speed. Oh well. I've already driven this scenario, I know how it goes down, it's not a problem. Could do what I want, really. Do what I want indeed. Another whistle board, looks of it, yep. Nice. Approaching Hyman. I believe, yeah, the cabooses are up here. That's good. I'm starting to recognise places on this route already, and that's what I like. Redriving scenarios, I'll get to learn the route. So eventually, I know the Hyman section perfectly, which would be great.
This is X551 approaching Hyman, requesting permission to stop and run back into the siding at Hyman. Over.
X551, subject to signal indications. Stop and run back into the siding. Over.
X551, subject to signal indications, proceeding with stop and run back. Out.
Nice, right, power down. Let the train coast. That is just a yellow. Okay.
We're passing through Hyman. The siding should appear on the right-hand side shortly. It runs until just outside town. Stop beyond the switch and we'll run back into it and connect to the stopped cars.
Cool, no problem. Gradient's increased. Still increasing. That's fine. I think just up here, there's the freight cars. That's it. I think my goal a bit, considering it's looking like at the moment that routes are going to be quite few and far between. I'd like to learn routes off by heart before the next one comes out. I'd like to be able to drive this without the HUD before the next route releases. That'd be good. That'd be an achievement in my book. All right, independent brake. That's it. Bit of power to help us up the hill. Right. 300 yards to go. If a route comes out where pacers operate, I don't see why not. Unless, of course, the pacers aren't around then and they'd make a modern day route, in which case you probably won't see them unless you do like a heritage pack. That's the thing, if routes take so long to release, there'll be situations where the trains that are in service now might not be when the route actually comes to Train Sim World. It, you know, that'd be interesting. Hopefully some classics make it in. I hope it doesn't take too long to see Steam. I'd love to see Steam come to this. At the moment, yeah, you can only do CSX Heavy Haul. It's the only thing they've released, you know, so far. But there'll be more. There'll be more. There's no reason why there wouldn't be more. Independent brake. That's it. Nice. Alright, set the switch. And just like this again. Get out and do it in person. It is pretty though. And it is such a solid foundation for what's to come. There we go. Just can't go how massive they are. Right, reverse, brakes off. Should just really be able to coast back, to be perfectly honest. Shouldn't even need any throttle. Yep, don't even need throttle. So speed limit's 10 miles an hour. I don't think sound would be a problem for the APT, to be perfectly honest. I mean, literally, the traction motors were just butchered into the 91. So if you recorded a 91 and tweaked it, but you've got APT. And stuff like the horn still works, the tilting mechanism still works on the preserved one. You could probably do APT no problem. Just turn the compressor on and you're good to go. I reckon it's possible. I'm interested to see how Train Sim World deals with tilting, that's for sure. Right, let's actually get up to 10. Let's let the train get to 10, shall we? Sticking it around 5 at the moment. That's it. Enough independent? Tiny bit. Well, yeah, it's just about right. Bit less? Just a tiny bit of independent, just to keep us going. So 11% is not enough. 13% is too much, of course. 12% should be fine then. Right? In theory, anyway. That's 300 yards to go. So it would be cool. I mean, the detail here is incredible. Could you imagine like an actual video game, in inverted commas? Could you imagine a video game set in this world? You're running around, like a first-person shooter kind of thing. You know, I'd love to explore a route like that in a weird way. Like, make it look old and abandoned. Make it a post-apocalyptic thing. You know, turn this route into a survival horror. Something stupid. Because I do just want to walk around. It looks really pretty. Right, our yards are getting pretty close. I mean, technically they're not, but we are moving pretty quick, and there is an entire locomotive. And, well, 2 locomotives in front of us, so... Let's get down to about 3 miles an hour. There we go. Alright, that's it. Oops, too far. That's it. There we go.
Good work. Before heading back, let's grab a bite to eat with the repair crew. That's them by the pickup truck.
Cool. Right, so I must, you know, I love the animations that these guys have. Like, he just sat up in his seat, and that's what, you know, that's what people do. You know, you're sitting down, but every now and then you'll put your arms on the rest. You'll stand up a little bit just to readjust yourself in the seat. That is very realistic, and I think they have nailed the fact that that is a human sitting there. Oops, wrong door. Can't walk through that one. Right. So yeah, that's good. Right, that's that done. Lovely. Time for a bite to eat.